Good morning. It's Maggie from My Scattered Brain. In this video, I'm going to be working on the Junk Journal Madness for May of 2025. It's a collaboration hosted by Susan at I Totally Love It. And the guest collaborator is Tammy at Lou Frou Frou Studio. I just wanted to do this little introduction because um, I'm doing this after editing my video, and something kind of unique happened while I was filming. So when you're watching, I want you to pay attention to somewhere around the 25-minute mark. Um, and I want you to comment what you think happened during the video. So just to give you a little background, the book that I'm working on, hold on, it's right here, is made of this book, which is actually a children's book of Proverbs. And here are the pages. And just prior to the 25-minute mark, I am looking through this book and kind of reading some things, some headings. I'm looking through this book, and I'm looking for something to use in my craft. And so, okay, so just a little more background. While I was filming, the stray cat came in the house, and the stray cat went in and laid next to my dog in my bedroom. And she comes in every once in a while, and we just make sure we know where she is, and we make sure she gets back out of the house so she doesn't feel like she's trapped. And so, a lot of times when I edit, I'll speed something up, or I will mute certain people talking in the background. And so in this instance, I'm leaving all of that in there so that you'll hear my husband's voice, you'll hear my voice, you'll hear after what happens, which I don't realize when I'm filming it. But after the 25-minute mark, you'll hear my son's voice. And so you'll hear everybody's voice that's in this house. And then you'll hear something else. And so what I'll tell you is that I start reading a proverb, and then I don't finish reading it. And then the thing happens. So maybe you can let me know what you think. I actually think it's pretty neat. And I guess it's open for interpretation. And so I want to thank you for watching my video, and for commenting if you have any thoughts. And I will see you on the next video. Good morning. So my husband and I just finished watching the last video where I made this page. And his thought was that this card wasn't wide enough to make sure that it slid down. And granted, it's not. Like, if you made it more form-fitting, it would go where you want it. But I had made the comment in the video that, like, there's a reason why acetate windows are nice. So State Farm has the largest window that I know of. I'm going to cut this out and see if it will, and glue it in there and see if it will fix that glide issue, if you will. So first I'm going to just cut it big. Okay, and then I'm going to start monkeying with it. Let's see. I will want an edge on the top. Yeah, I think I can do that. So let's see. Sometimes when you're doing a project and you start struggling, it's really a good idea to step back from it. And then maybe you can either see where your thinking is wrong, because again, if you're in a problem, you might be focusing on the wrong thing. You know, like that will not give you the solution, or you're making the wrong assumptions. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to try and make this glidey by gluing this on the inside. And I hope you can see me this time. Let me check that. Yeah, you can see me. And I hope you know what I mean. I want to make this like a smooth, something where nothing can get snagged. Oh, come on. Ah, there we go. All right. Let me fit this first. Okay, so let's cut a little at the edge here. A little more. You can keep cutting it off, but you can't put it back. I don't know how I'm going to glue it, but oh well. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to cut a little off of this side. I'm just going to keep going till it lies flat. I might even be able to just leave it without gluing it. Let's see. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, so this, I'm sure there's an irregular gluing line, if you will, in here. Let's see if we can get it to go in and figure out where we need to modify it. Okay, so very wrinkly, not lying flat. And now it's all banged up. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to keep going. Just keep swimming. I might even do better with like a sheet of packaging. I don't really have supplies like acetate and that. But I do have packaging, so that might be something to consider too, because when you slide packaging in, it's already rigid. So watch. So let's pretend that's glued in there, right? And when you go to put it in, it just goes in. No fuss, no muss. So, do I want to keep that, or do I want to look for packaging? That looks all right. I need to cut it a little shorter, again. Just keeping it real, folks. You know, if you're looking for the channel where everything comes out perfect, keep looking. If you're looking for the Wing It channel, you have found it. All right. All right, so that's in there pretty well. What I need to do is I need to at least glue the top so that it doesn't want to separate. I should have something behind this page so I can Adult State Farm. Looks like that might be all I really need to glue. I could probably run some glue over here. Doesn't seem to want to move. Also doesn't seem to be totally glued. Oh, come on. It doesn't seem to be glued at all, honestly. All right, now I'm getting frustrated. Let's see. Break out the messy glue. Okay. Oh, maybe it did glue. Maybe it glued. I can't tell. I'm looking at it from the top. Yeah, to me that doesn't look glued. I'm trying to do a little stripe. A couple dots or something. Okay. Now this I don't want to get on there because what'll happen is it'll smear up the window. It's jammed up. It's jammed up. Okay, hold on. I think that's all right. I want to get a piece of paper in there so that I'm not gluing it to... All right, you know what? This would be better, actually. It's because it's rigid. Okay, now. All right. I think I did it. Let's trim the white that's hanging out at the top. Yep. Trimmed a little of the page. All right, now where's my thing? Okay. Here we go. Ta-da! All right, I could stop thinking about that now. I just know it looked really jammed up when I did it. All right, so now let's think about what else I want to do. Maybe I could find a picture of a girl. You know what? probably use this. Let me cut her out and we'll see where that goes. She seems a little big, but this is from 1951, but that's okay. I don't know how much of this I want in here, but we'll find out. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to glue this to the inside cover because the cover's nice and sturdy, and this is just magazine. Just trying to figure out the dimensions of this little stove. Get rid of this too. All right. I'm going to change her bow a little bit so that she fits. There. Okay, so let's do this. Ah, okay. Don't rip. Don't rip. Yeah, twinkly. Let me get her feet and leg in here. And I'll probably cover that up because it ends funny. And this whole area where the fabric is doesn't want to respond to that glue. It says nope. Okay, gonna be stubborn. Oop. Okay. Okay, now a little bit of a trick here. I'm just going to go wet my brush. Okay, so I'm just going to wet the paper around her. And this is going to let this really, really old paper drink. Just going to hydrate it a little. Okay, now, you know what I'm going to do. Let's get these. I don't know why in my head I'm thinking orange. Maybe because of the orange string. Maybe I'm trying to figure out, well, if this was a plaid, would she be in an orange plaid? Would she probably be in a blue? When the paper's wet, it just glides right along, which is helpful. And then I think I'm going to wet it again. I don't know. It's kind of affecting her face there, but maybe it'll dry okay. All right, well, I like her there. She can stay there. And then this is part of the original book. And so I kind of like this part here. Let me see if there's any other. Any other things like, I like that, the end. I might save that for the back. Here, let me show you better. I don't know if you can see it. The end. So, a lot of these chapters have a little heading. Remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth. Well, that's kind of neat. Yeah, there's all these little embellishments. Let's see. I like this one. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely.
Down next to the door.
Oh, that's nice.
Like,
Yeah.
is she still laying down by the door? She laid right down next to the door.
I like these guys on this type of page. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to glue it. It doesn't need to be anything. I'm thinking maybe I'll rip it. I'll rip it and just shade it. Ink it. I'll rip it and ink it.
Just walking around. Come here. Come here.
Ta-da!
Come here. Come on.
Keep going.
Are you exploring the house for?
Go on. Don't go back in.
Come on.
There you go. You just gotta sweep your hands. And she's like, yikes. All right.
Beast.
Oh, I think that's gonna go there. Okay, so
You got it. You dropped it.
all right, So I was thinking of having this up here, right? That's part of the original book. And then I thought about pairing it with this, which I like that look. And then I thought it can be a, like an up tuck, if you will. So I'm looking at different papers that already have that tuck, you know, like a flap built in. Oh, this one looks good. What do you think about that? Yep. That's the one. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this now. So if I have this on here, let me cut it this way. The width of the page, somewhat, because I don't want to get all caught up in that fabric that's there. So we'll bring it in a little. Okay, that's how I'm measuring it. I'm folding it. And then maybe in from the edge here. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is cut on those lines. It's a little crooked. And I'll do this one. Okay. So if I have this on here and this on top, I can probably cut it just below the hallmark symbol there. Okay, that'll be plenty for it to grab onto. And then do I want to... Okay, if it's going to be a tuck, I'm thinking I don't need any of this. It's just going to be a spot to glue from. Okay, so let's get this layered. I think I want it a little further up so that the tucking part, you have some of this paper, because otherwise this flimsy part might not survive very well. So I'm going to be putting it there, which means I want to grunge that spot. Just using a little of this like it's a mossy green. I'll probably do this part too. Not sure if I need to, but it's easier to do it beforehand than after. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Just have to figure out where everything wants to go. All right. Put this on here. I'm going to rub it with the cap of my glue because that's a nice, smooth burnisher, if you will. Okay, now I think that's going to be perfect. So really what I'm going to do is rub glue all over here. Do this again. See, I don't know if you can see, but the doily has like a perforated texture over here where it looks solid, and that seems to want to resist being glued. All right. I'm just going to glue this whole thing again. And rub it. Now, I can actually maybe glue this here. Let's see. Get everything stuck. See, and even there, the glue kind of comes through those little holes if you rub them hard enough. Okay. So now here, I like that. Like that. Ooh. Let's see what this will look like. See, these are already kind of grungy. I'll fold it in half. Maybe I'll scallop the edges. Or maybe I'll scallop one edge. Okay, look. Now, I don't know, should I? I'm going to leave it. I was thinking about gluing the sides, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's see. Did I glue it down? Kind of. There. Okay, so we've got little Ida Ella here. She might have to be named Ella because that's right there. Maybe they were sisters who shared the same book, right? Maybe I can put this here. Okay, we've got her. We've got this little tucky thing. Wondering if I should put a band here, and then that way when you tuck it, you can tuck it, but a band will hold it as well. I feel like some tucks are not very sturdy. See, so if this was here, you could pull it, right? But then you can tuck it and do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Maybe do it this way. That looks even grungier. And let's see. Too green. Let's see. I think there's a dustier looking one in here. Maybe this one. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Glue. I'm very excited because I think I'm going to be getting new glue sooner than later. Wonder why. Where's my other flower? Here we are. Okay. Have a great day.